I had a conversation with a UK artist actually early on this year, and he hasn't released his album yet, and he was meant to release it. And I've spoken to him recently, and he basically said, I lost inspiration, and he had the album finished, but he lost inspiration for the project. So I don't know if that's the same thing a lot of these artists are going through.
I hear that, because I draw myself, right? And sometimes I could start a piece of art and then life happens. And when I draw it, I need to be in that mode, in that mindset. I need to feel it in my heart to finish off that picture, because for me, that passion and that feeling comes out in that picture that I draw. Right. So certain times, if you're not in it, then just left it alone until that vibe comes back. Because if you rush it and send it out, your friends can hear it. Like, nah, this ain't it. You need that certain je ne sais quoi, because when people hear it, they hear your soul in it.
Right.
Like my latest project was in 2020, so nearly 5 years ago. But that year,
Mike is a barrer, you know. Hey,
yeah, heard some of the cars still.
But that year, I remember just me, shout out Pray Artist. We were just in the studio. Like I'd go back. I'd have another idea. It was like, I had more tracks. I had bare tracks, and it was just like everything was just free flowing. Like I had the ideas. It was like I was very like. So I get it. So when artists are going through that phase of like, they don't know, like I was there. I remember being, and then I'd done a whole listening party for it, like, and it was just like, and then all the tracks like made sense at that time. I tried, for me at the time, I was just trying to fit I done like a love track, I done track talking about mental health, then we had a grease track where we just spit in.
Come on.
Like, it was good. So but now I'm back in that bag, kind of. Do you know what I mean? Of just like, where am I at now? Okay, I'm a dad. I'm this. Do you know what I mean? Everything's changed. I'm older.
Where do you get your creativity? Like, when you lose it, what do you do? Where do you go?
Do you know what it is? Do you know what my boy said? Pray Artist again. He's like, bro, just set a timer, bro, and if it's not coming, forget it. That means you're not feeling it. So set a timer. If you're finishing your verse within let's say give yourself an hour to finish a verse, or 2 hours to finish a verse. If it's not coming, cancel it. Go do another day, or focus on something else, because that means it's not really clicking. But like today, I set myself a timer, and I managed to write a verse 16. I was like, yes, man.
Can we hear it?
But could you be sitting in the car though, driving, and that's when the thought of the verse comes to mind? In terms of you don't have to be in that setting in the studio or sitting there.
You know, funny enough, there's actually a track coming on the project. I'll give it away now. The track's even called Late Night Drive, innit? Because it's literally just, if you've done a late night drive, that is
what it is.
It's literally probably every man's thought on a late night drive, innit? Do you know what I mean? You're just whipping, M-way, just all the thoughts that come to me on a late night drive, innit? So that track is about that, but just late night drives, and you know, you're just sitting there and just thinking mad thoughts or what you're gonna do. It's a madness. But literally that's when it comes. But then what annoys me is I have to keep saying the lyrics because I can't write it down or remember it. So I have to keep saying.
It's a mantra, isn't it?
Yeah. And then I'm like, okay. Or I just hum what I thought I said in my head, and then I come home and then I write it down, and then that's it. But then sometimes I'm just like, sometimes I just think like, Mike, man, you used to spit, man. So like, what are you doing? Like, fix up. And then I like basically slap myself and say, fix up. Like, you. Sometimes I put myself down and say, you know what, this ain't thing for you. But then I think, you know what.
You need to put yourself in the dojo,
then I put myself like, you know what, I was spitting, man. And then I think I can do this. And then I challenge it, and then I come with a line. I'm like, okay, that's sick. and then I think, okay, cool, and yeah, it's mad. So, but what I've realised with this next project, I'm not trying to do bare tracks. I'm just doing enough tracks that fit the bill, if that makes sense. So just give, if it's 5 tracks that are good, 5 tracks that are good.
You're making the music for you though.
Yeah. Or what I feel like makes sense to talk about. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be talking, like if it's not relatable, I don't want to talk about it. Do you know what I mean? So if I have 5 tracks to talk about something, or 7 tracks to talk about something, then yeah, so be it. So yeah, man, it's coming. It's a work in progress. It has been a work in progress for like 2-3 years, but just, you know, when you're just not there. I've not been there for so long, and it's annoyed me. And it's only when I came to your birthday, and you said, and then the mic came, and then I said, "Rah," I was like, "Oh my days, I'm rusty." But the thing is, me and my other brother, he used to just come to my house, and before on the night out, we just fling on the instrumental, and we just used to just.
Same.
He would do it for bands, but me, I'm challenging myself. Like, how can I catch it? How can I breathe in this, that? Because I'm a big believer in, like, if you do the record, if you can do it in the studio, you should be able to do it on the stage, kind of thing. Like, if you're sounding good in the studio, but you can't sound like how you did in the studio on the stage, like, nah, it's not it. Like, if you're using all the computer engineer to, like, take your, do you know what I mean, to make you sound better and that. So,
Do you know what? When I used to spit, you're right, I thought I was the coldest. And shouts out to my cousin Mystic, yeah? He just freestyles. You could just say a word to him, like chair, and he could just go off on a tangent, talk about chairs, innit? So we used to, like, in my yard, used to come over and we used to, like, go back to back. And whenever I do written, yeah, I used to run out of bars, and he should just finish me, just freestyling. I'm like, nah. And I couldn't freestyle. So from that point, I was like, do you know what? I need to write enough bars, like jokey as well and deadly as well. You get me, to combat this guy. And I feel like that's when I started sharpening my pen, because I just didn't like to get beaten by this guy, and you could just rebuttal me and everything. I'll be like, yeah, and I'll slap your head, my head. You've got a bald head. And I'm like, do you know what? I need to just go home. Like, it's cold. So yeah, I get it. Yeah, certain times you just have to find the person who's your yin yang. You get me, and then you sharpen both of you get me, pause pens, but you get me, yeah, man. You have to, you get me, keep writing, man.